Okay, this is about tax exemption of properties. This is another constitutional limitation. This is only a tax applicable to tax properties for religious organization and charitable at saka yung educational uh, institutions. Okay, sabi ng Constitution sa Section 28 on subsection 3, Article 6 states that charitable institutions, churches, parsonages, including convents, mosques, non-profit cemeteries, and all lands, buildings, movements, actually directly and exclusively used for religious, charitable, and educational purposes shall be exempt from the taxation. So tatlo lang yung ang basis natin sa pagiging exempted sa property tax or real property tax is kailangan actual siya na ginagamit, directly siya na ginagamit, at saka yung exclusive siya na ginagamit para sa relihiyon na purpose, at saka yung charity na purpose, at educational na purpose. Ang basis ng exemption dito is yung paggamit. Ito yung mga important points to test the exemption as a test of exemption. Again, use, not ownership. Use of the property, not ownership. So, ibig sabihin yan, halimbawa, kung yung land ay pagmamayari ng isang private entity na hindi naman siya eskwelahan, hindi naman siya charity, or isa siyang private company na for profit. Ngayon, pinagamit niya yon sa simbahan para sa kanilang religious practices, yun ay magiging exempted sa property tax. Kasi nga, ang pagbasihan natin is yung use. Ganon din naman, kung pinagamit siya sa eskwelahan, magiging exempted din siya sa real property tax. So, the criteria is the actual use of the property, not merely the legal ownership. Kahit ikaw ay religion, kahit yung religious organization, mayroon siyang lupa, pero yung lupa naman ay hindi niya ginagamit for exercise of religion, yun ay hindi magiging exempted from the tax, property tax. Ganon din yung school. Pag meron siyang vacant lot or building used for rent for other purposes, hindi yun magiging exempted ng real property tax. At saka ganon din yung charitable institutions. Ito yung three-part use requirement. So, ano ba ibig sabihin ng actually, directly, at saka exclusively used? So, accordingly, mayroong Supreme Court decision yan. It has been interpreted as exclusively to mean primarily. So, kung may primarily, mayroon ding incidentally. In other words, kung mayroong mga properties na hindi naman siya ginagamit primarily sa religious, halimbawa, hindi yung may lupa, hindi siya pinatayuan ng isang simbahan, pero nagiging parking lot siya para doon sa nag-attend ng simba, still that is part of the exempted na sa real property tax. Bakit? Kasi yung paggamit ng parking lot is incidental to the purpose of that land. Na ang land ay ginagamit para simbahan, then kailangan din ng parking lot para doon sa mga nag-attend ng simba. Again, that's still as exempted from real property tax. Scope of exempt property. Exemption is not strictly limited to property indispensable for the institution's purpose. Extends to facilities. Okay? Yung facilities incidental to reasonably necessary for the accomplishment of religious, charitable, and educational. Okay, wala dito yung hospital ha. Okay, baka magkalito. So, therefore, itong mga convent ay kasali doon. Dormitory, school clinic, kung mayroon man, ay kasali doon sa exemption ng real property tax. Limit of constitutional exemption. The constitutional exemption provided Section 3 applies only to real property tax. RPT lang ito. RPT, Real Property Tax. Okay, yung sinasabi natin kanina ay real property tax only. It does not extend. Wala sinasabi doon sa revenue. Okay, donors tax exemption. Separately under the existing mayroon ditong gifts made in favor of religious. May binigay doon sa mga relihiyon, charity at saka education. May also qualify for donor's gift tax exemption. May. Pero mayroon yung mga kondisyon pagdating dyan. It is discussed doon sa gross income yata, sa income taxation at saka I think sa donor's tax na topic. Okay, that's it for the real property tax.